I love the UFC, dude. Yeah, I honestly really do love the UFC. What's up, boys? We're back. Today, we're going to be talking about UFC 315. Yeah, that's right. UFC 315. Because UFC 314 has not been announced yet. In what instance do you see the pay-per-view?
I think you know what I'm trying to say here. UFC 350 now, UFC 314, yet to hear any fight news. And, I'm not going to talk about 314 today, but I think this does pretty much confirm that we are getting Islam Ilya. I mean, Dana's talked about it, man. I'm so excited for that fight. I'm so excited for this fight. I'm just so happy with the whole state of the UFC right now. Obviously, we have, let me give it to Jack Della Maddalena.
Jack Della Maddalena getting a title shot. Before Shavkat, how do you feel about this, man? How do you feel about this? I mean, his last win was against 40-year-old Gilbert Burns. I mean, I'm not a JDM hater or anything, but maybe a bit of a stretch. Shavkat's apparently injured, and that's why he can't fight. And also, instead of Leon Edwards fighting JDM, he's going to be fighting Sean Brady, which, I mean, who really cares about any Sean Brady fight at that point? I mean, Leon Edwards is a boring fighter, whether you like it or not, dude. I'm sorry to say it. Cancel me. I don't care. But, UFC 315 announced we have Belal Muhammad versus JDM as the main event. And as a co-main event, we have Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Okay, it's women's MMA, who cares? That's 2 title shots in the same card. I assume if Shevchenko wins this, then we will be getting the double champ fight. Zhang Weili versus Valentina Shevchenko. So that'll be interesting. I want to know, because we could also give Grasso, who is actually fighting on this card. That is one of the only other fights announced. Alexi Grasso, my Mexican sister, fighting, I think Silva? Silva's that girl's name, right? Oh, I'm gonna look like a real casual. Silva's not her name. Let me see. Yeah, Natalie Silva, who's undefeated in the UFC. So I am worried for my girl Alexa in that case. But what I want to do today is I want to predict Belal Muhammad. Let me never think in Belal Muhammad. Belal, remember the name Muhammad, going against JDM. I think it's a great fight, and I'm also going to be predicting another fight on this card. Actually, we'll talk about that fight right now. I predict that Chito Vera versus Mario Batista will be on this card. I talked about it in a video, I think, 2 months ago. I predicted this fight. Apparently, it's rumored. I think we do it. It'll be a pretty nice card, I'd say. 315 is looking nice. 2 title fights, obviously. Looking very similar to 311, I think. But let's talk about JDM versus Belal. So, JDM's a boxer. So, I know Bedtime MMA is probably actually having a seizure over this fight. And, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be that close. I'm going to favor Belal in this fight. You want to know why I'm going to favor Belal? Because I just feel like JDM is so unproven in the UFC. Alright, this guy struggled against Basil Hafez. This guy, he beat Kevin Holland, split decision. You can argue that it wasn't actually a split decision or not, but, he went to split decision with Kevin Holland. He went to split decision with Basil Hafez, and he beat Randy Brown pretty convincingly, which is actually a good win. But, other than that, his best win is like I said earlier, 40-year-old Gilbert Burns. Well, let's look at Belal's resume for it, which I actually do believe is a little bit underrated. You look at Belal's resume, Leon Edwards, Gilbert Burns, when Gilbert Burns was actually pretty decent. Sean Brady, obviously, not a bad win. Vincente Luque, legend. Stephen Thompson, legend. Damian Maia, legend. It's just, he has a pretty good resume, dude. He does have a pretty good resume. Randy Brown back there from a long time ago. And, I think it's time that we start accounting for how good Belal actually is, man. Belal ragdolled Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards looked like, he didn't belong in that cage with him. And people were saying that JDM versus Leon Edwards were going to be close. So if that fight was close, listen, Belal, Leon was nowhere near being it's even close, dude. Belal ragdolled. I think Belal's gonna ragdoll JDM. You may argue, JDM's jiu-jitsu, JDM's wrestling is actually really good. Alright, Belal is a great wrestler. Belal's out-wrestled Leon. Leon out-wrestled Kamaru Usman in some parts of that fight. So do with that information as you wish. Belal is just gonna overwhelm him. Obviously, we've seen Belal's striking. It's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not really. He outstruck Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is a very talented striker. So I think that will be a problem for JDM. In terms of the actual tail of the tape, both of you guys have very similar stats. Both have 72-inch reach, both are 5'11", and in terms of stance, JDM usually switches, primarily uses orthodox, and Belal primarily in orthodox. So it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, JDM's a lot younger in terms of that element. Belal's just more experienced. That's how I see it. I don't think JDM's ready for this big stage. We're doing it in Canada. That Belal's familiar with that. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think JDM has what it takes to beat them, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on who I think is going to win and how this is going to go down. Like I said, the other rumored fight I think will be happening is Mauro Batista versus Chito Vera. Alexi Grasso, please win. The Mexican resurgence, dude. Brandon Moreno's going to win his fight against Steve Erceg. Alexi Grasso's going to win his fight against Silva. Who else? Anthony Hernandez has to be Brendan Allen this weekend, which I will be posting a video up tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting, man. Going to be interesting. Mexican resurgence coming up. And it all starts at 3:15. Belal Muhammad is going to ragdoll JDM. And that's it for today's video. Thank you boys for watching. And I'll see you in the next. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait, we're getting Ilya Islam, dude. Volk versus Diego Lopez, 314 confirmed. I didn't see this until a little bit ago. 314 looks stacked, man. Michael Shannon versus Paddy the Body, Yair Rodriguez coming back to face Patricio Pitbull. Jeff Neal against Carlos Prates. Oh my, Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes. Danny Ige, Sean Woodson. Oh, Yan versus Tramador. Chan Miller versus Chase Hooper. Oh, I think this is a top 10 card of all time. Is that a hot take? Maybe I'm just really excited right now. Maybe this is recency bias. But the fight news we've just got announced in the last, 30 minutes? I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow, dude. We'll push this video out today. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. Thank you boys for watching. Again, Octagon Outpost out.